What's up guys, Rods here, back with another upload. You read the title, you read the thumbnail, you know what we're talking about today. Today here, I've got the brand new, currently unreleased, Union Air Jordan 1s, which have that stitch going down all through the middle of them. These are super sick. I'm happy to have them in hand. I'm excited to go over the fine details with you, but first, we got to start that intro montage, right? All right. All right. Now that we've gotten my little editing skill show off out of the way, we've got the Union Air Jordan 1s. These are the collab, I guess you would say, with Beffy's Beauty Supply, BBS, which is actually Chris of Union. It's his wife, Beffy, that runs BBS. So this is a collab between the two of them. And also, I guess, Jordan brand with the Air Jordan 1. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about the design of these joints being a departure from the old Air Jordan 1 Unions, which you can see I've got up on the shelf there. But let's talk about that titular detail that seems to divide the sneaker community on their opinions about this pair, being the big fat stitch that goes along the entire upper of the shoe. So it actually wraps around the entire shoe, as you can see from this continuous shot going around from the toe, then along the side panel, moving up around the back of the heel, and then around the interior side back around to the toe. It makes a full and complete circle around the whole shoe, which I am glad about. It'd be kind of lame if it stopped at a point. And honestly, over time, these have kind of grown on me. Seeing them on the first impressions, they were pretty out there. I was like, I don't know about that. Maybe if there's a different colorway or something that uses this stitch as part of that special colorway. But no, this is what we got. This is what's going to be retail released in a couple of months. So that's why I got my hands on this pair here. I'd be lying if I said that I liked the colorway. I wish that the colorway was as the old Union Jordan 1s were. It's the two different colorways stitched together with that stitching line. Whereas on the new ones, it's just entirely the neutral gray colorway, which is a little disappointing, especially considering they keep that stitch line along the ankle of the shoe, indicating that connection of two different shoes. That's what the design of these original ones was supposed to be. It's like you chopped it in half and then stitched a different pair back onto it, whereas these still just the same colorway. So that's a little disappointing with these joints. But with the Union ones being one of, if not my absolute favorite sneaker designs of all time, I had to get my hands on the new one, despite me not really being a fan of the colorway or the concept. Despite all that, I think that we should talk about the actual quality and construction of the sneaker, as I usually do in these review videos. So let's start with the sole. As you can see, mine is pretty dirty. I couldn't wait to slap these on feet before making this video. I've worn them for like 2 days now. So there's gonna be quite a little bit of grime and dust on the bottom. Now the underside of the sole, the outsole, is this yellowy kind of cream color. And then moving up to the midsole, we have that off-white canvas, I guess also cream kind of color. The outsole is considerably more yellowy and darker than the side of the midsole is, which I do like that detail. I like a two-tone sole. And then moving up to the upper, as I ranted and raved about before, we have that massive stitch going through the upper, but aside from that, it is the neutral gray colorway, albeit in this absolutely beautiful tumbled leather. I'm very happy that at the very least, this pair of Union 1s kept that same design theme from the OGs in being completely tumbled leather, and that makes these comfort to walk in on the daily. As you're walking in these, I've worn these the last 2 days straight to work, to the gym, out filming for my actual job, and it's a tumbled leather Air Jordan 1. It's not pinching my toes or anything. It's nice and soft and malleable on feet. So there's nothing to complain about in the over top of foot comfort department. Most of the upper is that smooth tumbled leather, and then we have the suede along the ankle collar heel, the same as we did on the old ones, as well as the swoosh is also that suede. Oh, Gato making a little cameo. Those two panels are this light gray suede, making that neutral gray colorway. And of course, also on the upper, we have that big weave going around the entire upper. This cuts into the leather. Fortunately, there is an underneath layer that covers it from you being able to feel it inside of the shoe. Like wearing these on feet on the inside of the shoe, it feels the same. And the other special details, of course, that we have on the regular upper of the shoe are all around that ankle collar. We got that stitching line that goes around the ankle, where on the previous versions it connected the two colorways, but here it's just there for decoration, I suppose. Notably, it doesn't follow the same pattern as on the original Union Jordan 1s. This is just a consistent zigzag around the entire ankle collar. Accompanying that stitching on the ankle collar is on the very back of the heel, and embroidered in there is BBS for Beffy's Beauty Supply. Also along the ankle collar is, of course, that oversized Jordan Wings logo. It's not quite as oversized as the old ones were, where it would spill above and below the stitching, but it is still considerably larger than Jordan 1s tend to be. And then, of course, the little Union LA tag right below the Wings logo, just the same as the originals. Moving on to the tongue and the laces, which is a part of these sneakers that I really love. The laces that come by default laced up in these are the half and half laces, the same as came with the old ones, but this time they are flat white, and then at the bottom, and then at the top they transition into gray, which I really like. I think it's a nice subtle touch, them being two light colorways. Of course, inside the box we do also have those Union golden yellow laces, and then the tongue, which is the same style as was on the old Union Jordan 1s. It is an exposed edge tongue, just like those were, with the foam poking out of the corners. It is this weird, like almost pinky kind of hue. It's not as bleach white as Jordan 1s tend to be. And we have that stitch line going across the middle of the tongue that, again, would connect the two different colorways, but on this pair it just isn't. But that detail's still there, and I'm happy for it. And before we move on, we'll go on the inner, the sock liner and the ankle collar on the inside. On the inside of the ankle collar, we can see the size tag there. The size tag is there. That's what it looks like. That's what the codes are. All right. And now we'll move on to the box and the extras that are in here. The box is super cool. It is a unique box. On the top, we can see it written summer. And then on top of that, we have, going from left to right, the Jordan Jumpman. And then we have the Beffy's Beauty Supply logo. Then we have the Union, I guess, Jumpman as well. And then it is printed 96, although it is kind of faded. You can't kind of tell it's a 6, but it is supposed to be a 96. That apartment complex photo wraps around to the bottom, where it's written Air Jordan in just regular text. Going around to the right side of the box, it's written Union in its stylized font text. And the bottom of the box is that same photo with the regular legal script. And then on the left side of the box, we can see the Beffy's Beauty Supply logo and text there, as well as the size tag, which is on the side of the box. I got a 10.5 or a 44.5. And the colorway is Union Jordan 1 High OG, woven white and gray, which I think it's interesting that woven is part of the colorway that's actually written on the box. It's kind of interesting. Opening the box up, we can see on the inside of the box, it's all yellow. On the inner side of the top of the box, we have this little sticker here. It's not a sticker, actually, it's just printed in there, which has that big 96. Now here you can really tell it is actually a 96. And then the Union guy, the Beffy's Beauty Supply logo, and the Jumpman. Included inside the box, we have this special paper, which is just more of that same print that was on the outside of the box of that apartment complex. It's just in black and white. Of course, I have the shoes insoles because I replaced them by default whenever I got them. I should note, these are actually very good quality insoles. They're on the bottom here, you can see they're called Dream Cell insoles, and they're actually quite soft. and I mean, they seem like they would be comfortable. We got some requisite tissue paper that was stuffed inside of the shoes. And the last thing included inside the box is those Union Gold laces, which are in this new cardboard little box. If I take them out, these are the same exact yellow laces, the same exact color that we've gotten with all the other Union collabs. But that is it that's in the box. These don't come with any special hang tags or any extras. It's just shoes with a special box and that one set of extra laces. So now we got the last thing that really matters is the comfort and sizing. As I said before, I got these in my tutor size, a 10.5, and they fit me just like any other pair of ones do. So if you're looking to pick yourself up a pair, just get the same regular size you get in Jordan 1s or your true to size. And talking about comfort, these are very reminiscent to me of the original Union Air Jordan 1s, which are one of my absolute favorites, especially for comfort because of the nature of this in being almost entirely tumbled leather. It's soft and it'll only get better with more wear. So they're definitely higher up on the list in terms of comfort. You aren't going to be pinching your toes. It's going to be nice and malleable. It'll conform to your foot, especially after you start breaking them in. Of course, for that underfoot comfort, as I showed before, they do actually come with a nicer set of insoles with that Dream Cell foam that it's made of. But me being me, I chuck them out immediately and replace them with Boost foam to put on the inside there. So that's going to be it for my video here about these brand new Union Air Jordan 1s. Please leave a comment letting me know what you think. I love responding to you guys' questions and your comments. All right, see you in the next one. Adios.